Ursula. Role: Elemental Artillery Battlemage with Demonic Affinity and Anti-Army Firepower. Traits: Demonic Element Affinity, can cast ultra-wide fire, lightning, and explosion magic tainted with corruption energy. Massive AoE offense, specialized in anti-personnel and anti-army magic that melts terrain and disorients enemies. Mana Burst Control, can condense explosions into focused blasts or unleash hellfire in wide waves. Resistance to magic interference, high resistance to mental magic, elemental countering, and disruption attempts. Battlefield Control, can continuously cast and shape large-scale magical terrain like lava fields, lightning storms, or black firewalls. Feats: held her own against elite adventurer parties. Destroyed fortified enemy strongholds with wide-range bombardment. Survived hits from enhanced monsters while maintaining magic flow. Rahnclave Elsaria. Role: magic-resistant frontline swordswoman with heroic class stats and a divine relic weapon. Traits: Holy Sword Mastery, wields a divine weapon with sharpness and speed superior to steel-cleaving blades. Heroic Physique, enhanced strength, agility, and endurance from magical enhancement and divine gifts. Tactical Leadership, experienced in war and skirmish tactics, excels in reading battlefield patterns and reacting instantly. Magic Resistance, heroic level, moderate resistance to direct magical attacks, can withstand heat, force, and corruption to some extent. Martial Experience, dozens of real battle duels against powerful mages, monsters, and even dragons. Feats: one of the 7 heroes who conquered the Wishtek Empire. Held her ground against Coinzel, a half-elf swordsman enhanced by ancient magic. Cut down dozens of corrupted knights and monsters in direct combat. Fight Analysis. Phase 1, Opening Moves. Ursula begins with wide-scale demon fire bombardment, turning the battlefield into a boiling crater. Elsaria charges forward, blocking some flames with her sword's divine aura and weaving through explosions with fast footwork. Ursula attempts a focused mana burst, but Elsaria deflects it with a sword swing that generates a pressure shockwave. Ursula has ranged dominance, but Elsaria closes in faster than expected. Phase 2, Mid-Range Clash. Ursula rains black lightning while shaping obsidian pillars and lava flows to stall Elsaria's advance. Elsaria uses her battlefield instincts to dodge and deflect, sacrificing minimal ground and looking for the right moment to leap. The moment Ursula stops to cast a larger spell, Elsaria pierces the gap, slashing apart defensive wards and drawing blood. First blood goes to Elsaria, but she's slightly burned and slowed by terrain damage. Phase 3, Close Combat versus Magic Traps. Ursula backs off and activates a trap spell. Demonic runes trigger a circular explosion. Elsaria barely dodges but gets grazed. However, prolonged casting weakens Ursula's stamina, while Elsaria's relentless forward motion and sword strikes force her into full retreat. In a final attempt, Ursula calls down a massive dark meteor, but Elsaria surges in before it's ready, landing a critical stab through Ursula's side. Ursula collapses from internal bleeding and overcast mana strain. Elsaria barely stands, exhausted and burned, but victorious. Overall win chance: Rahnclave Elsaria 60%. Ursula 40%. Verdict: Rahnclave Elsaria wins, Edge of Glory. Why Elsaria wins? Superior close-quarters combat and durability allow her to close the gap despite massive firepower. Experience fighting spellcasters helps her manage range control and timing. Divine equipment and heroic reflexes let her survive magical assaults long enough to kill.